certain jobs and services that you deploy might want to use GPUs. For example, let's say you're training a deep learning model that's really large. In that case, you want to speed up the process by using GPUs. And even for inference, when you deploy the model as a service, you might want to provide GPUs to make the process faster. So in this particular video, I'm going to show you how to do that. We have MNest workspace here, and if you go inside the instance family section, you can see that couple of checked instances types here called G4DN and G5, and these are GPU based instances, which makes uh, all the GPUs available for use within this particular workspace. So let's go to a deployment. We'll go to new deployment. We want to deploy a job, and we want to deploy it in MNest workspace, the one that has the GPUs. And then I call this GPU job. And the code that I want to deploy comes from this repository. I have this repository called TrueFoundry examples. Within that, I have a folder called simple GPU test. And within that, I have main.py and requirements.txt. In main.py, what I have is a torch based script wherein I'm printing the number of GPU devices that are available. I do that by running torch.qdot.device count. So we'll print the number of GPUs that are available within that particular machine. So let's deploy this. So I'll copy the link to the repository here. Paste this here. On deploy from the main branch. On deploy some Python code. The path to build context is not the root folder because the code that we want to deploy is inside simple GPU test. And the command that I want to run is python main.py. So CUDA is one of the libraries that lets you interface between the code and the GPU device. You can choose a version of CUDA that you prefer in this particular case. But in this particular case, I'll leave it to the default. And pathway requirements is requirements.txt. And finally, the most important step, I have to enable GPU in the resources section. So I choose the GPU type as NVIDIA K80 and finally hit submit. So the deployment is getting created. It's gonna take a while. Meanwhile, I already deployed a similar service with exactly the same configuration. If you go to the application spec, you can see that the resources has GPU and the type is K80 and the count is 1. So the service is exactly like the same and it's coming from the same repository as well. So I've already done a run of this particular job. And if you look at the logs, you can see that it printed one GPU available. One GPU is available. So this goes to show that this particular machine was able to run with the GPU and Torch CUDA was able to pick it up and print the number of GPUs as 1. So that is how you use GPUs with your jobs. And similarly, you can use it with your services as well.